Hey, it's time for TV Skywriter. Hey, good evening or good afternoon or even good morning, everybody, and welcome to TV Skywriter. I'm Pat Murray, and I host TV Skywriter, which you're watching right now. I also publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham, North Carolina's online community paper, and that's at durhamskywriter.com, as you can see there on the screen. Today's guest is, this is probably the coolest name you're going to hear all year. ReShockie Furnace. Is that a cool name or what? ReShockie, your parents must have been really hip,
I wish that was the case.
but that is a cool name.
Thank you, Pat.
Now, ReShockie, let's see, we met at the Martin Luther King event at WD Hill,
Yes, ma'am.
and you had a table set up.
Hmm.
And I was curious because it was a like a mentoring life skills type program for girls that I had never heard of.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us what I Am Beautiful is all about?
So, I Am Beautiful is a girls' leadership development program. Specifically in North Carolina, it's for girls ages 11 to 18. The beautiful, actually, the letters in beautiful for I Am Beautiful each actually stand for something. They're acronyms for a word. So, B is brave, E is energetic, A is assertive, U is unique, T is tenacious, I is important, F is fabulous, and we have to say it that way.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. U is unequaled, and L is loved.
Nice.
And
Very
and
nice.
what we do is we conduct workshops on Saturday mornings for a couple hours, to teach, as you said, young ladies some life skills, um, about twice a month,
Hmm.
for 4 to 5 months, depending on when the program cycle gets started.
Hmm. Hmm.
And yeah, we have mentors, other leaders in the community that help us facilitate the workshops, and
Hmm.
based on everybody's area of expertise and just what we kind of think girls need to focus on.
Okay. Now, you just said girls. I was just going to apologize for saying girls when I guess it's young ladies because we're talking ages what 11 to 18, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm. So it started in Georgia,
Hmm.
and you started the branch here in Durham, North Carolina.
Well, it started in Georgia with two sisters. They're not only biological sisters, but they're actually both sorority sisters. They're sorority sisters as
Oh, okay.
well,
Hmm.
and they're both doctors. I'm very proud to
Okay.
be a part of the organization, just because they're both doing their thing,
Hmm. Hmm.
and they started it in Georgia, and one of the sisters moved to South Carolina,
Hmm.
which took the program to South Carolina. And last year, we had our first chapter in North Carolina. At
Okay.
that time, I was the assistant coalition coordinator.
Hmm.
Um, I wasn't in this leadership role last year, but last year we started with girls ages 6 through 18,
Oh, okay.
and it um, based on that age group, you can only talk about certain topics because certain topics might be over their head the
Sure.
younger they are.
Sure.
So when I took on this leader, more of a leadership role, this program cycle, me and the volunteers decided that we wanted to tackle some more more girthy topics, and so
Hmm.
we
Hmm.
asked if we could just focus on girls ages 11 to 18 this
Okay.
program cycle.
Okay. So the cycle of meetings has already started, right? And so you're
It
working
has.
on, so it looks like you're midway with this being February, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind
Yes,
of.
ma'am.
Okay.
Kind
So
of.
so so let me just ask, who do you want to sign up? And obviously young ladies, but
Hmm.
um do you have a certain demographic or part of
No,
the
actually,
city or
so most of the volunteers are in Durham. Um, and they're all very passionate about the young ladies in the city of Durham.
Mm-hmm.
However, no, it's open to all girls in the Triangle, just
Mm-hmm.
because of trying to get to the various locations. It's a nonprofit organization,
Mm-hmm.
so up until today, or up until about last week, we kind of met where we could,
Okay.
just based on, wherever we could find some free space.
Mm-hmm.
We have so we were meeting at libraries in Durham for the most part for our first two workshops, which were, the very first one was healthy relationships, and the
Mm-hmm.
second one was professionalism. And
Ooh.
those are the two that have passed already. But
Okay.
we have now received a more committed space, actually located in Raleigh. So
Yeah.
it's called The Well, and it's short for the Wade Edwards Learning Lab. And
Okay.
it's located at 714 St. Mary Street in Raleigh.
Okay. I'm
Um,
not that familiar with Raleigh. Is that close to downtown or what?
no, actually, it's closer to Durham. Like, you just take it would be off of 540,
Mm-hmm.
that area.
Okay.
So it's not all the way downtown. It's
Okay.
maybe
That's
20
not so bad.
minutes from Durham.
Oh, okay.
hmm
That's not so bad. Okay. I shouldn't say bad, but I mean far.
Yeah. I live in Durham. I work in Durham. I play in Durham. I volunteer in Durham. So
Mhm.
I get it. But again, this place, it's very nice space, and they
Mhm.
gave us the free space
That's
to
nice.
uh to bring our girls in. So we
Okay.
really appreciate them.
Okay. So in terms of the young ladies in the program, are you full or can
No, so
too
we're
late for
still
girls to sign
taking
up
young
now?
ladies. We're still taking young ladies.
Okay.
Registration is on a rolling basis, and we actually encourage people to just come and check it out. You don't have to pay for anything to just come check out a workshop.
Okay.
Um, and whenever you prompt me to do so, I'd like to share what our remaining workshop topics are and the dates.
Oh, please do. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So our next workshop is coming up actually this Saturday, February 8th. That one will be on body confidence.
Okay.
That's the topic of that workshop. And February
Wait,
20.
wait, wait, wait. I'm curious what that actually means.
Okay. So we'll be talking about the fact that, the way you are, beauty is not on the outside.
Mhm.
Beauty is all the words. Being beautiful means you encompass all of the words in the acronyms that
Mhm.
I've stated in the beginning of the
Mhm.
interview. So it's just talking about, we're going to do a little role playing.
Mhm.
And we're going to have, for example, girl, pretending that's two friends talking, and we're going to have a girl say, well, what do you like about me? And
Mhm.
the other person will respond, well, you're funny, you're talented, you're smart. Nothing that has to do with what you look like on the
Mhm.
outside.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what body confidence is about. We'll also be talking about hygiene,
Okay.
and how to talk to a fellow young lady about hygiene concerns,
Mhm.
um, and just things that young ladies should be considering as they're maturing
Mhm.
in regards to their personal hygiene.
Okay. Okay. And does that start at 9 a.m. or has it changed?
It is 9 to 11:30.
Mhm.
And we have snacks, breakfast snacks for the young ladies. We have a little time to run over if we get more in depth. We have about 8 volunteers for the young ladies. Participation varies from workshop to workshop.
Mhm.
Sometimes people can't make it to the workshops,
Mhm.
but it's an opportunity to not only be in an intimate, like, group setting of mentorship, but
Mhm.
also you get that one-on-one, because the young ladies, tend to connect with
Mhm.
certain volunteers more than others.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. And then what's the next
Mhm.
one? The next one's on the 22nd.
It is February 22nd, and that was actually on financial literacy.
Mm.
And
Tell me
yes,
about that
and
one.
so we'll be talking to the girls about, working, saving,
Mhm.
different ways to invest in yourself. And it's not just about because again, we're talking middle school, high school girls. It's not just about maybe stocks and bonds, but we try and make sure everything ties back into the beautiful words. How do you invest in yourself? Not just financially, but emotionally, physically, spiritually. How do you invest in yourself? But yeah, just kind of giving them a head start on things like how to write a check, even though most of us don't do that now. It's still an important skill set to have. Being aware that once you start working, that you'll need a debit card, talking about the importance of credit, talking about the fact that you can do a lot of online banking. So just things that unfortunately have been taken out of the schools. I remember, when I was growing up in school, we had economics, and they don't have those classes at most
I don't
public
think
schools
we have
anymore.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, no.
Yeah.
Now
And they taught you those basic skills,
Now, I found one of my great grandmother's old math books. She was a teacher. And when I say great grandmother, I'm talking way, way back.
Wow.
Yeah, like, anyway, her book amazed me. The beginning of the book was 1 + 1 is 2. I mean, it was the most basic math. By the time you got to the end of the book, they're talking about running a farm and insurance. And
Wow.
it was the most amazing math book I've ever seen, where it covered your entire life in
Exactly.
one book.
One book. Wow.
It was
And we
pretty
don't
amazing.
get that.
Yeah, yeah.
Our kids don't get that in school anymore. They're
Now,
just expected to go out there and work and know how to manage their money,
I'm curious about kids nowadays because I'm not a mommy. So, do kids get allowance nowadays, and do they get
Well,
paid
my
for
son
chores, or is that
I only have the
weird? Or what?
one. I only have the one, and my son is 21.
Whoa.
And yeah, I was very much like, you're only given an allowance for, taking care of stuff around the house and getting good grades,
Okay.
And then, yeah, you need to spend your own money on some of the things that you want so you can have an understanding of the value of a dollar.
Because I also hear about kids who are nowadays running Etsy stores and making crafts and selling them online.
Yeah.
So, do you think kids have more access to money now than they did in the
More
past?
access
Sounds
to
like
money. I think they have more access to ways to generate money. Absolutely.
it. Okay.
But I don't necessarily think they have more access to money because I think that depends on your environment.
Okay.
But more
I meant like ways to make money, because when I was a kid,
yeah.
Of course, we babysat and we returned soda bottles. Our neighbors would leave out bottles for us, and we, take
newspaper routes.
Oh, right. My little brother had for a while did that, and that was pretty much it.
But yeah, you're right. Now
allowance that too.
Now they can get online and actually play video games and make money.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're right. There's definitely more technology has allowed for more access to ways to generate funds. I definitely think so.
But they're probably, again, like you said, they're probably not taught what to do with money.
Nope. And that's what our financial literacy class or workshop, will be focused on.
Okay.
How to manage that.
I wouldn't mind sitting in on that one. And then you have one in March or two. No, it looks like one event in March. One meeting.
One more workshop in March. It's our conflict resolution workshop. That's March 7th. And then March 14th will be our awards breakfast, where we'll take the volunteers as well as the young ladies out and have breakfast, and we'll present awards for the volunteers participating as well as the young ladies completing the program.
Wonderful.
And then April 4th, we'll do a community service project together. And April 25th, this is huge. We'll have our end of the program cycle run or walk.
5K walk. And run.
5K
Okay.
walk, and that will be open to the public.
Mm-hmm.
So the parents will be able to participate. Everyone who registers will receive a medal at the end after they complete
Okay.
it. It's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get back to this conflict resolution, though. You said March
Okay.
7th. Will
Mm-hmm.
that include bullying and online?
Oh, and
Art?
yes, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely,
Okay.
and
It's a big problem.
very,
Big, big
very
problem.
similar to our. It is a big problem, and very similar to our healthy relationships workshop. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we try and, to the best of our ability, hit these topics from different angles. When you think healthy relationships, a lot of times as adults, we immediately think romantic relationships, abusive, not letting someone put their hands on you, which we did cover that.
Mm-hmm.
But we also talked about girlfriends, being
Mm-hmm.
kind to each other, and
Mm-hmm.
what does a healthy relationship with your colleague, what does that really look like? What does that really mean? So we'll be doing the same thing with conflict resolution. It's not just conflict resolution with your friend, but also
Mm-hmm.
your parent,
Okay. Well,
your
that's
teacher.
good. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. That's really neat
Yeah.
nowadays because, well, it's not
Soft
just,
skills. We're
yeah,
lacking, our children are lacking soft skills. They
yeah.
are.
And it might be because of the fact that their time is so limited now. Young people now have so many programs that they rush back and forth to. And also, very often, much of their socializing is online.
I,
And they
I definitely think
and they care way too much about
technology.
what the other kids are saying about them and that sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think social media definitely has its pros and cons for our young people.
Hmm. Definitely.
Yeah,
So
I
how do you?
agree.
So how do they sign up? Do you want to hear from the parents or
Yes,
the young people
absolutely.
themselves?
Absolutely. So the best way to just get more information, get a RSVP to come to a workshop is honestly to reach directly out to me.
Okay.
And my email address is rfurnace, and it's furnace just like the heater. So it's RF as in Frank, UR, N as in Nancy, ACE at iambeautiful.org. And I am beautiful is spelled completely out.
Okay. rfurnace at iambeautiful.org.
Correct.
So this is the second year that I Am Beautiful is in North Carolina. What are your plans for next year? Or am I asking
Well,
too
you know
much?
what? Yeah, no, well, no, it changes. It's so far it's changed every year, just kind of based on what we see the needs are of the
Mm-hmm.
community,
Mm-hmm.
as well as input and feedback from the girls. If we have returning girls, what would they like to see in the next workshop? Feedback from parents. So yeah, there'll be some reoccurring things, but there'll also be some workshops and some mixing it up a little bit. You know,
Okay.
each from year to year. So, for example, we really like to focus on but and it's also based on the age group. The majority of the girls we have this time are middle school.
Okay.
But in the beginning of this program cycle, we intended to do like a STEM and or non-traditional women careers fair.
Okay.
So like construction workers, things of that nature. But this age group that we got, majority, that wouldn't be appealing
Mm-hmm.
to them. Maybe a little too advanced right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not something to focus on right now. So,
Okay. You know what I'd like to see included with body confidence?
mm-hmm,
When I was in, let's see, I guess it was freshman year high school,
mm-hmm,
um, Mondays was health.
mm-hmm.
And I remember now some friends of mine said this, they didn't have this at their school and they thought it was really cool. We were taught how to dress according to our body type as opposed to just trying to wear the fashionable
The
clothes.
trendy.
Because sometimes that does
I
lead
like
to the
that.
teasing when your body doesn't conform to what's considered whatever's
In
popular.
style.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I love that. I love that.
So
Yes.
we were,
I'm going to make a note of that.
yeah, because, I mean, we're all built differently.
Mhm.
So it was
Mhm.
determined that my body type, at least the way it was in high school, which is not the same way it is now, but anyway, it was determined that what's it called, A frame or A line,
You have an athletic
like
build.
like that was better,
Mhm.
and some, like I remember when I was in
Well, I
high
don't
school,
know. I wouldn't use the term better.
I mean, for my body type,
Okay.
it was better for my,
A-line outfits
yes.
were better for your body type.
Now
Got
back then, I mean way back then, we're talking 1969. Okay. The crop jackets were popular, the real, real,
Ah,
real, real,
yeah.
real short jackets.
They're back in style.
I've noticed, yeah, but not everybody can wear that.
Mhm.
So we were told not, it's not that they told us not to wear certain things, but they were saying just
Right.
be mindful of your body type
Mm,
and try to
that's good.
correspond your wardrobe with that. We were
That's
also
good.
taught how to wear makeup according to our features, how
Mm.
to how to accentuate certain features and how to detract from others if that's what we wanted to do.
Nice. Nice. Now,
So
again, the young ladies we're working with are not wearing makeup yet.
not 11-year-olds, I'm sure, but 18, I'm sure 15, 15, well, maybe not 15, yeah, 15, 16, 17,
Yeah.
18, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have majority middle
And
school
sometimes they
girls.
try way too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't need to
Yeah.
wear that
I
much.
agree.
Yeah.
But I definitely I definitely want to make sure we put in that that piece about kind of wearing uh, clothing that accentuates
Mhm.
your body type.
Right. Because
Yeah.
not everyone should wear leggings. I'm just
Right.
saying.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
but sometimes you wear what's popular, not
Yep.
realizing that you might not look good in what's popular
Wearing
now,
it.
and that
Mhm.
there are
Mhm.
alternatives
Mhm.
that
Yep. I
you
love
want to
it.
be comfortable. You want to be
Exactly.
comfortable.
Exactly. I agree. Thank you.
So is it you and then volunteers running this program, or
It is.
do you plan to
It is.
expand to have more leaders?
Well, I consider all of the volunteers leaders.
Okay.
The way I have my leadership style is such that um, you know, put the ask out there for them to lead workshops,
Mm-hmm.
for them to do their own research, and this is a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
I may be I may have the title, but we're all leaders as far as I'm concerned. So it's
Okay.
also an opportunity for the volunteers to improve their leadership skills, their
Mm-hmm.
presentation skills,
Mm-hmm.
their relationship building skills.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, so how it's kind of set up now is everyone kind of took the lead on a workshop.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
That's really good. That is really, really
Yeah.
good. I look forward to hearing more about the program. Right now, there is a write up on I Am Beautiful on Durham Skywriter's Word page. And I hope to contact you again, ReShockie, keep up with the program and have more write ups, more interviews, or whatever. Just let me know.
All
Keep
right. Thank you,
keep
Pat.
us
Thank you.
posted.
And you keep up the good work.
Oh,
This is
thank
an
you.
awesome
I'm enjoying
show.
it.
I love your site. You're doing great things, getting the word out of different opportunities in our community, and you know, thank you. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. And if you know other people who want to be promoted in the media, let me know
I
because
sure
this is my
will.
job. I'm supposed to be telling people what's happening and trying to
Yes.
guide them over to the good stuff.
Yes. Well, I sure will. I actually I have some people in mind already, but
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
Thanks again,
It's good
Rashaki.
stuff.
And if you
Thank
want
you.
to throw some shout outs, you can do so right now before we sign off.
Okay. I'll just shout out our my I Am Beautiful North Carolina volunteers. You all are amazing. I have such a wonderful team.
Wonderful. I know they like that. Thanks again, Rashaki. And folks, you have a beautiful day. And be sure to read Durham, North Carolina's online community paper, the Durham Skywriter. You can find that at durhamskywriter.com. Follow me on Facebook. And oh, I need to ask you about social media.
Mhm.
Do you all have a Facebook page yet, or what?
We do. We do. I Am Beautiful, the umbrella organization. Yes.
Okay,
So, but you will see posts from things that are happening in North Carolina on that page.
awesome. And I do hope that you viewers will find me also on Facebook at Durham Skywriter. Be sure to follow me there as well. I do a daily show called Bull City Notes, and that's like a 5 to 10 minute show. I tell you what's happening today in Durham. If you want to be on, what I want to start doing is having a guest on you know, every now and then, every week, hopefully, where you can talk about your event happening that day or the next day.
Mm.
That's a really cool thing to be able to do. So contact me on Twitter at Durham Skywriter if you'd like to be on Bull City Notes or TV Skywriter or the Durham Skywriter. And with that, have a beautiful day. Thanks again, ReShockie. It was wonderful having you.
Thank you again.
Ciao for now.
Bye.